Alright y'all, so I'm about to film this video for this recipe, but I discovered a secret, and I kind of wanted to share it with you. I'm sure a lot of you guys know this. I'm probably late to the party, but just for those who are like myself, I cook a lot with ground chicken and ground turkey and things like that. The price of groceries at this is just unbelievable, and beef for us is a treat. We don't use a lot of it, and because of my dietary restrictions, I don't usually eat a lot of, like, I call it the solid beef, like, flat iron steak, any other kind of steaks, that type of thing, unless they're really, really tender. So I tend to lean towards more ground meats, and because ground beef, like I said, the price has definitely gone up, the quality has definitely gone down all the way across the board, but I found this all the way across the board. But I found this at Walmart. It was $7.97 for 2 pounds. I'm in northern Louisiana, so that's really good for around here if you're purchasing your meat from the store. This is a ground beef and pork blend. It's 80-20. I do understand a lot of people don't eat pork, but I've used this one time before. I think I made a meatloaf with it, and it was so good, you guys. It's not a lot of fat. 80-20 is a decent ratio. Anyway, just a tip. I know at Kroger it is $7 even, and like I said, at our local Walmart it was $7.97 without tax. But you might want to try to use that because that's a pretty good tip. All right, on with cooking. Alrighty, so let's get this show on the road. I'm not getting any younger. First things first, you need some heat. I should have done that before filming. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to want to put your ground beef into the pan, which is what I'm going to do right now. And you guys, you'll get some footage of it cooking, believe me. My ground meat is not completely thawed. So, I have my handy dandy masher here, and we are going to mash that bad boy up. I prefer to have it in larger crumbles. I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. So I kind of keep it to a minimum, but I'm like that with anything that I use, beef in. I like to be able to taste it. Unless I'm doing like a bolognese sauce, I kind of tend to like it in there. Lord, I thought my meat was a little more unfrozen, but, or I guess thawed. But yeah, no, it's really not. So what you guys do when that happens is you just kind of put a lid on it for a little bit. I'm not going to do that because for the most part, it has thawed in the fridge, but that tends to happen. Sometimes I'll let it thaw on the counter for a little while and then we'll put it in the fridge, but yeah, I didn't do that this time. Alright, so how y'all doing today? How was your day? I hope it wasn't too hectic. I hope you have plans for a great weekend. I hope you younger people have really good plans for a Saturday night. My husband and I, like a lot of times, we're going to eat and we're going to watch a movie. It's such a bad thing to eat in your bed, right? I know. But it's not like I'm extremely messy, right? It's not like I get it all over the place, because I don't. Don't know if it's great for your digestion, but it's not like I'm laying down and he's shoving stuffed pepper skillet down my throat. But it is comfortable, and we only do it every now and then on the weekend. So, although I will say, he has woken up in the mornings with some popcorn or a pretzel in places they don't belong, so be careful when you're eating in your bed. Alright, so I have my meat chopped, or crumbled for the most part. Let's see. Goodness. I've got to figure this out. But yeah, it's just larger crumbles. You'll see as it cooks. But you want to brown that. I'm also going to add garlic to that. And because I'm such a lazy Lucy today, we're going to be using the already pre-minced garlic. This is the Spice World minced garlic. I get the big thing. I do have garlic over there from the garden, but I didn't want to use that for this. I tend to save my garden fresh produce that I'm running low on, the stuff that I've grown, you know, for like good things. That's probably a good tablespoon of minced garlic there. Yeah. But anyway, I do that. It's just like, you know, when you can your own vegetables and everything, like your own sauce or gravy or salsa, depending on what you call it, or, you know, just plain diced tomatoes. And you're running low, or your canned green beans or sweet potatoes or regular potatoes or whatever it is, you tend to kind of hoard that last little bit of goodness until you get another round of it in. So that's what I'm doing with my garlic. And I didn't plant any this year, so that's not great. But when my mom goes to Mississippi to see my grandparents, they have an excellent U-Pick down there. It's called Charlie's U-Pick. I'll put the all the particulars in the description box just in case you guys happen to live close, or I don't know, if you want to go to it. My mother loves it down there. I think that you can purchase boxes of vegetables. You can also pick your own tomatoes. And I think they've started up a meat operation too, but I'm not real sure. Yeah, hold on, watch your ears. Hey, Ma! Where's Charlie's at? Wiggins, Mississippi, right outside of Loosedale. Sorry about that. I just figured, you know, I'll still put the particulars down in the description box, but it is real life around here. You guys know that. I say that all the time. There is one kitchen, and other folks use it besides myself. So, all right. I'm currently cooking on high, and there's no seasoning in here at all. You could also go ahead and put your onions in here with your beef and your garlic to go ahead and make them translucent. However, because I thought that it would be more efficient for me to go ahead and chop my veggies earlier, I pre-chopped them, which still wouldn't be a problem to put them in here, but I pre-chopped them right along with the bell peppers. So they're all mixed in, and I don't want to add the bell pepper right now because I don't want it real mushy. But that's up to you. I mean, you could go ahead and brown all of your things at one time if you choose to. It's your food. I'm just kind of giving you an idea and a baseline, and it is so good. And aside from the rice, this would be an excellent garden to table recipe. Definitely get the bell peppers and the tomatoes from your garden, the garlic, the onions, you know. A lot of times I've seen people, they grow things in their gardens, but they really don't know what to do with it aside from making pickles or things like that. And I was stuck that way for a long time. But now I just feel like it's becoming more necessary for me. I can't have a lot of preservatives, you know, the nitrates in the lunch meats and things like that. And I really need my food to be as natural as possible. And for those of you guys that eat organic and things like that, you know how expensive organic greens and fruits and things like that are. So it's definitely best that I grow a couple of things outside. I'm going to take you guys out there. I'd like to film a few more segments about that because I am by no means a master gardener, but when I look on YouTube to try to find things, you know, educational tools that teach me how to garden, I'm like, okay, well, I figured out either you're going to put sweat and time into it, or you're going to be dropping a lot of money into it. I don't have a whole lot of either, but at this point in time, I would definitely like to just go ahead and use up some sweat equity. I think I heard my husband open the door, so if he happens to walk through there in the next few minutes, it's okay. They hear me talking, so they know what's going on in here. All right, my beef is browned, and it has actually released quite a bit of liquid. That's surprising. So I think I am going to go ahead and drain it, and we'll be right back here in just a second. Okay, y'all, so the liquid I drained out of it, there wasn't nearly as much as I thought there would be. I could have used a whole paper towel trick in there, but I guess I couldn't tell because this can is so big. Hold on a second and let me grab the camera so I can go ahead and show you what I have going on here. Alright, so as you guys can see, this is what we have going on here. You can make your beef, you know, the impossible beef would actually be pretty good in here too. I bet you rotisserie chicken and all that other stuff would be great also. To this, we are going to add, so as I was saying, I had to get my finest of chinas out of the refrigerator. So to your beef, you want to add, I have onion, 1 cup, actually it's 1.5 cups of green bell pepper, red bell pepper, a little bit of orange bell pepper because I had it, a baby zucchini I got out of the garden because I didn't have anything else to do with it, and we are going to throw all of that in there. Check that out. Oh. And you know, we haven't even seasoned anything, and it already smells so good, you guys. Uh-oh, I dropped bell pepper, and we don't want to do that. That's one good reason to have your area clean. We are going to stir this in. Oh my gosh, like I'm not even kidding you. It's beautiful. Look at all the color in that. And B, it smells amazing. Also, I had some of the little cherub tomatoes in there. I didn't grow these. There we go. My goodness, that was like effects. And they need to be used up, so I'm going to go ahead and throw these in here also, but you don't have to. But if you have some tomato that you need to use, feel free to throw it in. If you have a baby zucchini that you need to use, feel free to throw it in. I'm going to go ahead and get this browned up a little bit more, or cooked, probably for about 2 or 3 minutes. And then we're going to add the rest of it, and that's it. It's pretty much done. Bam! There we go. Alright, you guys, so this is the last little push here. I've added a 6-ounce can of tomato paste to this. I'm also about to add my spice blend. It's been cooking on medium-high for about 3 minutes. I have my spice blend in here. It's just like a tablespoon of Italian seasonings. I'll either have it up on the screen here or I'll put it in the description box, one or the other. But I like to go ahead. It's some Italian seasoning, a little bit of garlic powder, paprika, some salt, some black pepper. I think that's really about it. I'll have to double check, but yeah, I think that's it. There's no onion powder or anything like that. Also, we are going to go ahead and add, I'm doubling this recipe, so I'm using 2 14.5 ounce cans of tomatoes, or if you can, your own diced tomatoes, 1 quart. Oh my gosh, that is so pretty, y'all. And it smells so good. See, I like to slow down when I'm cooking. I'm in such a hurry right now, and that does nobody any favors. You know, cooking for me is pretty therapeutic. Driving my mom and my Mimi crazy because I take so long to cook something so simple. So we're going to hurry right along. I'm also going to add 2 cups of long grain rice. Jasmine and basmati work really well here. I'm just using the, I think it's the Zatarain's parboiled rice because that's what I have. And then to that, you want to go ahead and add a little over, just a tad over, 4 cups of beef broth. If you don't like beef broth, feel free to use chicken broth. If you're making the vegetarian version, just feel free to use a veggie broth. Or water, plain water, that'd be good too. So we're going to stir all of this together. Then we are going to bring it to a boil and lower it to a simmer. Cook it covered about 20 minutes. And I'll show you when we get back. Oh my goodness. I wish you guys could smell this. At some point, they're going to invent smell-o-vision. But it smells unbelievable. Like my mouth is watering. That's why I'm having a hard time talking. And it is beautiful. It is so vibrant. It just says summer to me. But once you have it at a boil, your rice, as you can see, is absorbing all of that goodness in there. We're going to give it a good stir, and you want to turn it down to a simmer. And then we are going to throw a lid on it, and we're going to cook it, like I said, roughly 18-20 minutes until your rice is done. Your liquid should pretty much be absorbed. If you need a little more, feel free to add a little bit more beef broth or water or whatever, veggie broth, whatever you're using. And yeah, so we're going to throw the lid on it. We're going to come in here and check on it occasionally. And man, I can't wait for dinner. I cannot wait. That is going to be so good, you guys. So I was sitting here thinking, y'all, as I tend to do while I'm waiting to be fed, that would be a really good dish to take to like a cookout or your family barbecue or something, and use some Mexican spices, chili powder, some cumin, coriander, of course your garlic, your onion, have a little bit of lime, some cilantro, and serve it with some tortillas on the side. It would be like a great all-in-one taco. Throw in some serranos or jalapenos or poblanos for some heat. That would be really good. I'm going to have to try that. Yeah. So, all right. Back to waiting. See you guys here in a few. It was brought to my attention that I was drinking out of this mug on camera earlier, and because this is a wholesome channel, or I tried to keep it that way anyway, I did not want there to be any misunderstandings. This says Southern ladies under tremendous stress, which is what I am 98% of the time. So yes, this is still a wholesome family channel-ish. Just wanted to get that out of the way. Love you guys. Love ya. Please don't unsubscribe. Let's get back to cooking. My dad came in just a little bit ago, and he said, you know, I wish I would have thought about it. I would have gotten some garlic toast from the store earlier because it would go really good with that. And I thought, you know what, it would go really good with that. But I have a great recipe for some garlic knots, and it's pretty fast. However, I wasn't emotionally prepared for making any kind of baked item today. So what I did have was some hamburger buns that are on, seriously, look at that, like seriously on their last leg, and we are going to make some garlic bread. All I've done here is I've melted some butter in the microwave along with some parsley, about a teaspoon of garlic, minced garlic, and the tiniest bit, just a pinch of salt. I'm going to take my brush like so, and we are going to paint it on our, oh yes, we want to get it all over, but we're going to paint it all over our now garlic toast, 2 seconds ago hamburger buns, and we're going to throw them in the oven. I'm going to put a little sprinkle of Parmesan on them, and they're going to be so good. I have to show you guys when we get back. Alright, so there we have our in a pinch, semi-ish garlic toast burger buns thing. The oven is up to 425. We're going to throw them in here, oh goodness, until they're toasty and done. So, I don't know, maybe 8 or 10 minutes. We'll see them here in a minute. And there we have it. It is going to go off of the heat, I'm going to sprinkle on some sharp cheddar and mozzarella cheese. You could use pepper jack or Monterey. Whatever cheese just floats your boat. I'm going to slap the lid on it and let that steam, and then we are going to taste it, y'all. And I cannot wait. Now that is a shame. I'm sure you guys are thinking, Brandy, you burned the garlic toast. And I will disagree with you on this point. I prefer to think of it as I showed them a little extra love. But I like mine really crunchy, so that dude right there belongs to me. Look at that, y'all. Look at that. That is the finished product. We're going to serve it up. Folks are going to eat it, and we're going to see what they thought about it. Tell me that doesn't look good. Oh, that cheese pull is going to be great. It's going to be good. Yep, let's go ahead. Let's see. Serving it up. I have to get it because you guys know what happens when it... Look at that, y'all. Really? Let's go slow motion. That looks good. That's going in my bowl. Be right back. Hey, so my daughter showed up and she decided they were going to have this for dinner tonight too. Hang on, I got to show you guys. Hold on. It's pretty funny. There we go. Yeah, that's it. That is what is left. All right, but hey, it fed 4 adults, 6 adults, and a toddler, so that's pretty good with leftovers. Hang on one second. Okay, now I'm gonna taste it, and then I'll take you around and I'll let everybody else give you their opinion. But oh my goodness, oh, I cut my head off. I do that every time. It's like I have a 5 head, and it just, check it out. I'm so ready for this, you guys. Oh, my eyes are about to cross. Here we go. Oh my gosh. The first thing I noticed is the rice is not mushy. It's perfect. It is perfectly done. The second thing I get is the creaminess from the cheese, and just the garlic and the onion. Of course, the peppers are very pronounced in there, and that's great. I really want another bite. I keep looking. All right. Focus. The peppers, the onions, it's so good. It really does taste like a stuffed pepper, but, I mean, we made it in 15 minutes. Literally, you could do it in 15 minutes if you're not filming. But it's so good, and like I said, it's pretty versatile. I use the Italian blend seasonings. The recipe will be in the description box below. But all you have to do is change that to cumin, some coriander, some chili powder, and things like that, and you have a totally different meal. Like I said, we could do an everything taco or something like that. But yeah, I mean, it's great for like a gathering or something. Pop it in one of those big aluminum pans, and off you go. I'm glad that I made it. You know how you make things and then you forget about them, and then just one day you have a taste for it and you're like, why don't I make this more often? That's one of those. So yeah, I'm going to take this and I'm going to go to my room. My husband and I are watching The Last of Us. We have 3 episodes to catch up on. I'm a big fan, video games and the show. Let me know if you guys watch it and what you think about it. But anyway, thank you for sticking with me. I hope that you enjoyed the video. I know it's a little all over the place. Thank you to my husband for editing. I appreciate you. And if you like the video, please slap a like on it. If you wanted to subscribe, please subscribe, because I always enjoy more friends and hearing from you guys. If I'm not your cup of tea, but you think that there's somebody else that would enjoy my videos, please share them out. And with that, I will talk to you guys later on. Have a great night, y'all.